What's up, everybody? What's up? How you feeling? Welcome back to On the Warpath. It is your boy Sanchez 405 coming at you on the Warpath. And if you're new, make sure you click that subscribe button, hit the bell so you get notifications anytime there's new content posted. And as always, like, comment, and share this video out because you know we do here, family talk Washington football team news all the time. And we got a ball game coming up here, and it's Warpath Wednesday, y'all. And we're going to preview it. We got Paulie coming on. He's going to be on here a little bit, so we just going to start and look just like that. He comes and he shows up. But y'all, before I even introduce the man of the hour, y'all know him. He has co-stock in Odyssey. He had it before when he was Radio 1. He owns the Team 980, but don't let anybody fool you. This man is one of the angriest and smartest people in sports that I have ever come across. Ain't no lie, and I'm gaslighting him up. He's one of the pettiest people in the world as well. My good buddy that we hate. We have it's a love-hate relationship, and 6 days a week, 7 days we can get along. But y'all, I introduce to some and remind others of the man, the myth, the legend. Hail to the W. Paulie,
Hail to the W, man. Hail to the W, man. What's good?
How you living it up over there, Paul Rule?
Look at the wheels. You know, I'm picking them up and I'm putting them down, baby. I don't know if I should yell at you or if I should thank you for that intro, though. You know what I mean?
Hey,
you know how you do, man.
Yeah, hey, man. You know, look. We give each other heck, but I can't cuss in the first 10 minutes of this. But hey, we the problem is we think so much alike, and we both petty.
No.
We both petty.
Yeah, we're petty.
We kind of think alike too. We kind of think alike.
I just don't like your pettiness, man. You know, I can't have you being more petty. I can't have you being more petty than me. You see? So if you're more petty than me, I have to go higher, or should I say lower?
I have to
on the pettiness scale.
I have to make you work for it, then.
Like, where does this guy come from, man?
Out of nowhere. Nowhere. I mean, you know, I could be rabid and talking out of a junkyard, or, you know, I could be saying man, and you know, the whole time getting ready to go out to Vegas. And
see, you're a young buck too. That's what make it worse. I'm like, Jesus, man. Hey, man, what y'all teaching Sharif at home, man? He come with us every day with this pettiness.
Hey, man, hey, look, this is where I come from. My mama had some help raised with my grandparents, so you know that. Hey, that's what happens. But man, it's good to have you on here, bro. And we're gonna talk a wide range of stuff. Not even just previewing the game, but we're gonna talk about some stuff that's happened in the last 24 hours. But one thing we'll talk about, we review what happened on Monday night, and the curse was lifted. Washington 1-2 Russell Wilson, ended all sort of curses and everything and all this hoodoo and bull crap. Talk about that game with Seattle. I know you were on here, but just after looking back at it,
man, the game thoughts. My thoughts on the game was this, man. I mean, the final score, and everybody has said this, the final score wasn't indicative of how the game was. I mean, we dominated that game. Scott Turner, I don't care what nobody say. To me, he was a little bit too pass happy in the first half. You know what I mean? And then the times where he should have been pass happy on the third downs, he wasn't. You know, then old Hussein Bolt Joey Sly pulls a hamstring, and that changed the whole. You know, the whole court direction of the game. You know, so I mean, and that was like the major 2 points of that whole game, man. The kicker going out, not having no kicker in them third down situations, and that BS of an overturn or that touchdown on that fourth down. You know what I mean? So those 3 plays, you know, if we come out on the positive side of even one of those 3 situations, you know, that game doesn't come down to the last play.
Right. And you know, this is how many times you gonna give shut 3 and out, since 6 times on Monday night you get 3 and out from Russell Wilson. and you only score 17 points. And then you look at Scott Turner's offense, and they started, and you kind of alluded to it. It's like he got pass happy under the lights, like he was trying to prove something, like it was an audition tape or something, like we was on American Idol. And I mean, we sitting here being Simon Cowell, not being impressed like you, Paula, but I mean, why didn't they just go back to the ugly bullet ball that they've been playing? And I mean, they were running out of the gun on 3rd and 1. I don't get that. John Bates is a hell of a run blocker. Why don't you just go out there, put him in the backfield? You got Logan Thomas back now. And then you had Sammis Reyes as well. Put them out there. Go out there, line up with them. Because we could see that this offense at times was running it down their throat. Bobby Wagner, one of the best middle linebackers, if not the best middle linebacker in the league right now, hands on his hips, breathing heavily, and that didn't make you want to go out there and just be like, you know what, let's just keep on giving them a dose of it.
Yeah, you know, that's because they was on the plays for they was on the field for like 70 defensive plays. So we wore them down. But you know what? Look, man, you know me, man. You know I hate that shotgun offense running game. I don't like it for it being your primary style of running. But at this point, I've kind of accept that this just what that guy's gonna do. But the whole thing of it is he gets conservative with it in short yardage situation and in red zone goal line situations. We seen it on our second drive of the game. You know, we had a 1st and goal at the 8 or the 9, whatever it was, and he just went conservative with it. I mean, it's so, you know, for that to be, I know what he wants to do with that shotgun. He wants to have different options, almost like, and I'm pretty sure we'll talk about this later, almost like in 2012 with RG3 and the pistol. You know, you like to, you want to fake off of that and you know, make them read or defend, or you know, you got options off of it. But it seems that he just goes obvious with it and stick it in the running back's gut and say, okay, we're gonna get these 9 yards for a touchdown or 1st and goal, or we're just gonna get that 1 or 2 yards, you know, instead of, you know, let's do some play action or some rollouts or something else. He just too conservative when it comes to short yardage. But what's crazy about that is he opens up the playbook on 4th down.
Yeah,
we're spectacular on 4th down.
Right.
I mean, 4th and 3 or 4th and 6, we get like 15 yards, 20 yards. I'm like, well, where's the same energy on 3rd down?
Yeah, they don't have to sit there, but it's like we say, they can't do anything simple. It seems like they got to do the easy things complicated, right? You know, so instead of using a calculator, they want to add by the hands and fingers. That's exactly what they do. Yeah, exactly. And you know, we talk about Scott Turner. I think a lot of people look at Scott Turner and they think they see Sean McVay, right? Somebody younger than him who really hasn't who kind of worked his way up pretty quickly. And they're like, why isn't he this offensive mind? Or they see his dad. Why isn't he this? Really? This is his first. He's a second year. He is a sophomore play caller. And a guy who. And a guy, he's with a guy. He's got a quarterback too that has followed him for the majority of his career. These two are married are connected at the hip more than I think people like to admit. Why is it the fact that we just been so deprived on offense over the last 3 or 4 years? Or is it, do people get nostalgic and they're like, we need to get back to the point and getting back to playoffs, winning Super Bowls and all this stuff? Where do you think, where does that lie at?
Man, you know what it is? Because Dan has ruined the fan base. Yes. The age gap, and there's a big age gap in the fan base, right? Like for them loyal, crazy fans, you know, there's an age gap. You got the Joe Gibbs era people. You know what I mean? There's a whole lot of these people. I'm one included. You know what I mean? And then you got everybody else. You know what I mean? And a lot of them people are not young. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So most of us got that nostalgia of what Washington Redskin / now Washington football team football is supposed to look like. You know, and it's always a strong running game.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, that's our history.
Yeah.
The Hogs.
Yeah.
You
John
know what I mean?
Riggins. Yeah.
The Hogs.
Yep.
I mean, offensive linemen. That's our history. You know, so we've been struggling for so long. It's been 30 years since we actually been a consistent winner. You know, we've been struggling so long. So we us as fans, we think about wait, what goes back to, and plus NFC East, man.
Yeah.
That's NFC East is the history, the tradition of the NFC East is physical football. You know, and there's nothing more physical than running the football.
Hitting them in the
You
mouth,
know,
playing
so
hard
right,
defense. Yep.
yeah. So if things ain't going right, you got to go back to fundamentals.
Right. And we were on First String Podcast last night. I thought Doc Walker brought up a great point though. You can have a sprinkling of old school, but you got to get over the nostalgia, right? And I think that's where we see that age gap, right?
But that comes down to the team. We can't get over the nostalgia because they're not winning.
Right, absolutely.
You know what I mean? I mean, for fans like you, you know what I mean? The best y'all seen is making it to the second round of the playoffs. Is that North Turner in '99? That's been the best.
Yep.
Oh, Joe Gibbs. Excuse me, Joe Gibbs 2.0. Second round in 05, in 07.
A bad
snap. I mean?
You bring up 99, a bad snap from going to St. Louis.
We talking about the divisional playoffs. That's the best we have to hope for. You know what I mean? Look, I came up with a time, and I said this with Doc one time before. I came up with a time, and Doc was part of them teams where we were the New England Patriots.
Right.
And I hate keep talking about what we were, what we,
right.
You know what I mean, what we used to. You know what I mean? But it's this organization's fault because they haven't given us anything. But I like the path we on now, though. Yeah. I like the path we on now. We just, like I said, Scott Turner, I don't know if the bright lights got him and he just was trying to showcase his offense and showcase Heineke and showcase that I got my receivers back. I got some weapons back. I got Thomas back. I got Samuels back. Let's go. But you got to know, man, you got to build. You know what I mean? You got to go to step one before you get to step three.
Yeah. And you bring up that offensive line, man. And I can think of, even in the last 2 or 3 years where if we lost one part, that was it. Like, you remember them years, especially I think in the last 15 years, when Joe Gibbs was here, right? Team was road grinding. Lost Randy Thomas against Dallas. Lost John Jansen in 07. Had to put Jason Fabini, Todd Wade, and mix up these guys. And then you think about, even in more recent memory, when we actually went out to Seattle and beat Seattle. No Brandon Sheriff. Only person we had, Morgan Moses. And I think you probably started at center during that game. But,
Corey Raymer.
Corey Raymer. Oh, Lord God. Corey Raymer, Casey Robach, but it's just it would seem like if we missed one piece, the whole damn bottom would fall out. Even under Bill Callahan, a lot of people giving Bill Callahan credit for what he's doing up in Cleveland. But damn it, John,
but listen, his hands was tied here, man. We seen that when Jay got fired and Callahan took over. We seen, it took a couple of games, but we seen a completely different philosophy and style of football than when Jay Gruden was here. So that goes to show you right there that Callahan hands was tied. You know what I mean? Gruden basically wanted Callahan to shut up and coach. That's it. Coach what I want you to coach.
Yeah. And let me get a couple shout outs here. Levi, what's up? Get ready for divisional title 2 weeks and down. I'm worried about the game in front of us, bro. But I know where you're coming at. Son, what's up, brother? Black Rick up in the house.
Black Rick.
Yeah.
Hey, Black Rick, are you black or are you purple black?
Oh God. Oh, there might be Ashley Black. Meryl, we not judging. Oh, we not mad at Elroy for what he's doing. What's up, T-Ho? How you doing?
Oh, yeah. I F with Scott Turner. I like Scott Turner. I think he's gonna be good, man. He's gonna be a head coach eventually.
Yeah.
I see that path for him.
Yeah, it's gonna be. What's up, Lamar? It's gonna be scary when this offense is in full effect. Yeah, and I think we're seeing that. T-Ho up in the house. Jay Martell up in here. Patrick West always opening it up. What up, brother? How you doing?
Throw them W's up in the chat, man.
That's
Throw them
right.
W's
Throw the
up in the chat.
Throw the
Hell
W's up.
Hell to the W, man. And we on the Warpath.
Yeah.
Throw
also,
them W's up.
If you want to share your favorite Ja Rule song, since we got his Duper Gang up in here too. So I'm loving Scott Turner so far. That's what T.O. said. But we talk about this offensive line, but damn it, John Matsko and Travell Wharton, those dudes have done one hell of a job. They're on their fourth center. They're on their third right tackle. They've missed Brandon Sheriff a couple of times. With Brandon Sheriff's in there, they 5-2 this year. So whoop-de-dee there. And the whole left side, Charles Leno is the best free agent pickup that they've had this year, I think. And I don't even think it's close.
Yeah. The most important.
Yeah.
I was going to go with your guy, Toothpick, and say DeAndre Carter, but I thought about it. Offensive lineman is always more important than a receiver. Mm-hmm. So I would say you're right on that one. Yeah. Most definitely.
And then you look at it, I say coaches never admit they're wrong or they don't admit fault until they get fired. Ron Rivera had the biggest I'm wrong moment, and I'm going to go back and correct it. When he went back out and got Eric Flowers, he knew he shouldn't let Eric Flowers hit the market. He knew it.
I said that back then, man.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, trade Sheriff, man. Because that was the first year of his tag. Like, yo, I didn't even want to tag him then. Because he really had an injury problem then. He was injury prone all the time then. He just coming off an injury. I was like, trade Sheriff, you know what I mean, and sign Flowers for half the money.
Right.
You could draft a guard. You could replace. Look, we'll end up signing Schweitzer the next year.
Yeah, I mean Wes Schweitzer. Hopefully he'll be back in a couple weeks. They said Larson was at practice, and then trying to think of who else was at practice this week. But we're getting healthy at the right time, and then like this offensive line is just sticking together, and I love it, man. I think. I never understood until I got older, and I think somebody else said this too. I think you may have said that. I didn't understand what they meant when they said you got to build in the trenches, but I slowly saw that like this is what you mean right here, and this is giving you opportunity right here because they are sticking together, and that's what happens when you have smart people working in the trenches. One more thing on the offense, also, bruh, you have been on this dude the whole time. And you almost cussed me out on the radio about 8 times over him when I use terms like storyline and key.
Yeah, but that's just that pettiness, man.
Yeah, I know. But I said I didn't hate him. I don't want to. It's like when you get your heart broken for the first time, right? You don't want to give your heart to another woman just yet. I don't want to give. I've been had my heart broken so many times.
What woman was you loyal to? It was no woman to be loyal to.
I mean, but you
could have been Fitzpatrick. It could have been Alex Smith. It could have been Dwayne.
Yep.
It couldn't have been Kyle Allen. I mean, who was you being loyal to? I mean,
Alex Smith's good. Alex Smith's good leg.
Hey, you was kind of a bachelor when it came to quarterbacks.
That's true. That's true. I think we saw the backdoor covers of Kirk Cousins, bro, and it was just like, oh man, we putting up yardage. Like we lose sexy with Kirk Cousins, right? Because he would just throw for 400 some yards, and they still lose.
Yo, man, Kirk Cousins is a glorified backup. Everybody talk about Heineke a backup.
Yeah.
Heineke a backup. Listen, man. Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback. All right.
Yeah, he is.
Let me say this. He's a good quarterback. But look at Minnesota, bro. What he done since he's been there. You can't win no championship with Kirk Cousins because he freezes in the clutch. If it wasn't for that penalty in the Green Bay game, he threw a pick right at the end. That's what he does. He doesn't make the plays that you need to make. He doesn't have ice water. He got lukewarm water in his veins, man. Taylor got ice water in his veins, man. If he had Kirk Cousins' arm, we wouldn't even be talking about any question about him being a franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
But Cousins is a good quarterback. He just, it has to be all that you have to have
the stars have to align.
An exceptionally strong ass defense, a 2000 Ravens defense, or that Tampa Bay Tampa 2 defense. You know what I mean? To really get anywhere with Kirk Cousins, and it's proven because Minnesota got talent,
right?
And every year they what 8-8, 9-7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Same thing he was doing with us when we had a little talent.
Yeah. And I mean, he's I say he won a playoff game, but he's a missed pass interference call from not winning that playoff game down there on the road in New Orleans.
New Orleans.
But, yeah, so I mean, you hit it right on the hammer there. That
listen. Just the fact that his last game with us, he threw a pick. He threw a pick against the Giants, and not even just throwing that pick against the Giants. The whole game he played like shit.
Yeah, he did.
Right? Against a team that had nothing to play for. You know, he played like crap that whole game against a team who had nothing to play for. Signs with another team and does the same exact shit to that team on the end of their season.
Well,
he went to Minnesota the next year. They needed to win one game, the last game of the season to win. They played the Bears, who had nothing to play for. They locked everything up where they was going to be at, and he played the exact same game.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So don't tell me,
Bernie
Kirk
Madoff.
Cousins lovers, don't tell me about Kirk Cousins, man. He's a stat piler.
Hey, you remember that time I called in the Travis show and Chris Baker was on there. I called him Bernie Madoff. He's like, oh, no, man, you can't call him that. And I'm like, bruh, that's exactly what it is. He stole money.
Yeah, see, them players, man, they got personal relationships off the field. So it's hard. It's hard for them to be, it's hard for them to be truly, truly objective about their teammates, their brothers. Yeah. They lined up with these guys. You know what I mean? So they're always going to give them the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? But as a fan, I don't have to do that.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I never broke no bread with Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I lost some bread. I ain't never broke no bread. You know what I mean?
You might have made some too now. So yeah, you got to give a little bit of credit there.
Nah, bro.
Betting
on Kirk Cousins was like betting on the Knicks. Don't do it.
This is why this man is also angry, y'all. He's a Knicks fan. So
I'm a Knicks fan. That's right.
He just
but we ain't talking about that. We talking about these boys right here. We talking about these boys right here. Don't try to change the subject, pettiness.
Speaking of W, Wizards with a W right there. What's up, Go Caps? You better go change your pick, bro. Linda up in here. What's up? How you doing? Flowers needs a long-term deal. ASAP, you absolutely right, Armand. What's up? I'll get back to your Landon Collins comment there in a minute. T.O.'s in there. Remember, Heineke has started a whole season yet. Yeah, we're aware of that. I believe we will win. Where is that? I believe we win this game as Seattle game prepared us to not take Ish for granted. That's true. That could be possible there. Yeah, I agree, Leno. All right. And Anna, what's up, madam?
How you doing, ma'am?
Yes, would be good.
First lady, hail to the W.
There you go. Flowers under contract, resign Leno. Yep. What's up? What's up, Nati? Y'all go check him out. Hey, good luck on finals, bro. We know you ain't gonna have video tomorrow, but good luck on finals. And that man's gonna be the next governor of Virginia one day. What's up, Yuki? Whoa. Is that a spam account? We haven't seen you in these parts a long time here, Yuki. I like to call them dollars.
What's that?
That's the Niners.
Shut the fuck. What? Okay.
San Francisco, yeah. He's one of those. What they call them? Bang bang Niner gang. That's what they call them there. Golden Gate Bridge.
San Francisco treat.
Yeah. Looking forward to seeing the Raiders whooping y'all.
That's how we rolling.
Hold on.
That's how we rolling.
Look. This is, and I'll say this about Yuki. He throws bricks and he lives in a paper house, pretty much. So
that's how we rolling.
Yeah, that's how we roll, bro.
Okay.
Let's see. We're not gonna lose to the Raiders. Anything possible though. Hassan, don't mind Yuki. His coach about to get snitched on by Art. There we go. There we go. And
exactly.
Here it is. Before we we wrapped up that
Hey,
game.
hold on, man. Hold on.
No.
We can't be having comment on comic crime up here now. Let's go. Don't get mad, bro. Don't be big mad. Shanahan sucked too. He a liar just like his pops.
Yeah.
Egotistical for no reason.
Let's go into this then, man. As Bob Griffin 3 Sticks has.
We can make this quick, man.
Yeah, we need to make this quick.
We can make this quick. He's salty. That's all.
Yeah, that's all it is. I mean,
he's salty, man.
There is no authentic. Him and Kirk Cousins are the same person. One's just been dipped in chocolate a little bit longer. I think. Both privileged dudes come from fortune, and they come off as very disingenuous.
No, listen. Kirk Cousins is a better human being than RG3.
Okay. I agree with you. Yeah, well, you're right. Yes, you are.
He's a better human being than RG3, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? Better human being, man.
Yep.
RG3 needs a therapist. He needs a sports psychologist because he can't handle the things that comes his way.
Mm-hmm.
All this thing was, man. It's no coincidence that he dropped this the morning after we get a win on Monday Night Football. Because he sat there and he watched that game and he watched Taylor Heineke and he thought that I'm better than Taylor Heineke. That should have been me still in that position. Come on, man. He was just begging for us to sign him when Fitzpatrick got hurt.
Yeah,
live on Twitter. Make the call.
Yep.
With a highlight of him. Now 6 months later, you want to write a book about it? You know, everything with 3 months later, you want to write a book about everything that happened? I mean, come on, man. So let me get this right. So if they would have signed you in September, you still had that book coming?
Mm-hmm.
You still had that book coming, bro? No, he had that book coming, man. He's salty. That's all that was, man. Petty. Now that's petty. That's beyond petty.
That is.
That's beyond petty. That's like that Whopper, the beyond impossible. That's beyond petty. That's beyond impossibly petty.
So, and I thought it was funny, too. The guy who's helping him write the book, and I went and looked this up, right? I said, I want to know what type of writer this guy is. He was a former NFL reporter, but he specializes in fantasy and horror. He fantasizes he specializes in fiction.
Well, that's right up RG3 alley.
Hey, thank you.
Fantasy and horror. That's his career.
Exactly.
Fantasy and horror. But I'm going to tell you another thing.
Go ahead.
I just thought about this whole situation, man. Because I seen when the video first came out, and he said insights on sexual harassment in the building and all that. Then his wife comes out and retweets and saying, oh, no, he's talking about his own personal experience. Get the out of here.
You know what it was? You know why she did that, right?
Yeah, you know why? Because if you actually seen harassment going on in that building and you said and did nothing, then 9 years ago, but now you want to say put it out there to sell a book for monetary reasons?
Yep.
Like I said, Kirk Cousins is a way better human being.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Man.
You're right.
Come on, man.
You know why his wife did it for real, though, right?
Because she a sucker-ass sucker, too.
No. He was going to revoke her green card. That's what's going to happen. Sorry, I didn't mean to go. Let me go on from that. Anyway,
she ain't got no green card, man.
Yeah, she do. She from overseas, bro. She should have accent.
Okay. I just see him.
She get revoked it, bro.
Listen, I don't even care. That don't even matter. You know what I mean? I don't even want to. I'm not even gonna get all toothpick on him and go into his personal life, even though we could, because it shows a lot about his character, anyways. Yeah. You know what I mean? Old tiki barber ass. But anyways,
yeah, it is what I mean.
That's for you Giants fan, old tiki barber.
Yep. Then they won a Super Bowl today. The year after that too, right?
Tiki barber was worse than him in his personal life. But anyways, the whole point is, man. I don't care. He ain't saying nothing that we already know. He's acting like a child. He's only gonna tell his side and make it seem like everything was everybody else's fault and he had nothing to do with it. So in saying that, I'm done with RG3. You'll never. You know what? At some points and aspects, he was right about things that was going on as far as when it came to him and the development of him. Because at that time we always did a horrible job of player development, no matter who the coach was. But all that's by the wayside now. I don't even want to talk about RG3 no more, man.
Yeah, and I will say this, and this is just Corey's conspiracy theory right here. His first year at ESPN, he writes a book. He's getting ready to write a book. He announces it after Washington is on Monday Night Football on ESPN. I don't know what the textbook definition of gaslighting is, but that is, I think that would be, you look that up in the dictionary. That's exactly what we're doing. Let's give you the green light. You can go ahead.
I think they cringing off that, man.
Yeah.
I don't think they want that.
Really?
Yeah. It's the same way we was feeling when he was doing all that tweets, all in for week one and pressure make diamond, and we was all cringing. I think ESPN is cringing behind us. Like, man, why are you doing this now? He has no support in the league. No support with the coaches. You know what I mean? Why he can't look? All these quarterbacks that got injured this year, not once did his name come up. Did he go on any workouts?
No.
Did he go on any workouts?
Nope.
Not one.
Nope.
Sean Payton didn't even want to deal with him.
There you go.
Come on.
There you go.
The quarterback guru.
He trying to get Taysom Hill money. That's what it is. Yeah, good luck to your finals there, T-Ho, bro. Let's see. Let's get through some of these comments here. Paper House. That's right. Paper House is son. All right. Thumb through. Y'all know that. What's up, Houston Burnside? How you doing, bro? Thanks, Chap. That's that. What's up, Zosire?
Zosire?
Yeah, that's right. What's up, bud? Hey, I'm right about one thing. Stafford and the Rams ain't crap. Well, that's a different story for a different day here. Drama Queen, yeah. Exactly. RG3 claimed it was toxic when he was there, but he had a family reunion in the locker room after every game. There you go. There you go. What's that? Kirk Cousins. Let's see. RG3 done gone and played himself. He's just playing with himself right now. And if he thinks that, I thought he was just gonna go. See, I thought he relived his life, right? I thought RG3 when he started doing Old Town Road and doing all the stuff that he's doing now. Then I realized it was Little Nas X, and then I was like, oh, okay, so he's still sitting there just like doing his own thing. Oh, really?
Man. I thought he was always Andre 299.9.
Oh yeah, no,
he's on 3,000.
He like Bernie Mac. He didn't get in that movie.
Yeah. He Andre 299.9.
So here, Kurt, much better. Might move to RG3 down the list of my favorite Redskins on that app. Yeah, you better not, because they're gonna kick you out of law school just before you can get started. Let's see. Don't talk about RG3 did on the team. If Dan Snyder was sexual harassing RG3, then they would. Oh my God.
Who? Michael? What is that?
Michael Samms. He's making a terrible joke. RG3 is just another disgruntled former NFL player.
Bro,
yeah.
You can't make them type of jokes coming out of San Francisco, bro.
Yeah. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Come on, bro.
Bang bang Niners. Bang bang Niners.
Bang bang Niners.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, bro.
But now we move on. We move on. We focus on the task at hand. Washington, and I know you growing up and you just seen all these Super Bowls. I don't know how. I feel like every old Redskin fan, and yeah, I'll say it, has a deep-seated hate for the I call them the nomadic Raiders. Because they've been in Los Angeles, Oakland. I think they were in the 757 one year. Butte, Montana. Now they're in Vegas. God knows how long they're going to be there for.
You know what?
But
I don't, man.
Really?
I don't have a hate for the Raiders, no. Okay. In that game, they just straight whooped our ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like it was a heartbreaker or we got cheated. You know what I mean? They whooped our ass that game.
No, they did. Marcus Allen.
Marcus Allen. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Hall of Famer.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like a nobody like Timmy Smith did it to the Broncos. You know what I mean? If I was a Broncos fan, I'd be more peed off about that. It was a nobody guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When we talk about Marcus Allen. You know what I mean? So, hey, and we was trying to defend the championship. We had one of the best seasons ever, and we just came in second. I mean, I ain't too mad. Yeah, I ain't too butthurt about that, man.
Right.
Really not.
Yeah, I always think it's funny because we have in my family, my uncle is a Raiders fan, and he kind of reminds you Can't Get Right and Jangaleg mixed together. So and a little bit of Elmer Fudd up in there. So just think of a very bright version, a bright brother like Elmer Fudd and like Can't Get Right put together. So that's why I have a thing with Raiders. You know, Washington had lost to the Raiders since I think Norv was the coach, if I'm not mistaken. We body blow flexed them back in 2017. Had a comeback where RG3 was quarterback in 13. And then 09 when Andre Carter almost had a pick six, but he dropped it. And then so you're on 4-game winning streak against this team, but you don't see that often. But this team with the Raiders, they've got a lot of talented people on there. You look on the first, I think Derek Carr is telling people like me to shut the hell up about saying that, you know, we haven't really, I deserve the money I got paid for. Josh Jacobs, when he's healthy, is good running back. They will be without Darren Waller. But Foster Moreau, he is still a good tight end there. And then, of course, everybody's favorite Bama himself, Jackson. Action Fraction Jackson. And Zay Jones as well out there.
Man. You said Waller's not playing, but you know, I mean, we've had a history, and even in this season, of making the guy off the street corner playing tight end viable.
Yeah.
You know
and
what I mean?
Well, that's what I said. Foster Moreau is the. They got him.
I don't never go into these games being scared of players or teams. Because I more or less always take the attitude of, as long as we handle our business, we're going to be okay. Because you got to look, man, players going to make plays.
Right.
You know, and I've been repeating myself with this. You know, this is the National Football League. These players are going to make plays. You just got to keep them from making them back-breaking plays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're going to get this.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to get this. We seen it on Monday night with Lockett.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He's a good player, hell of a player. Same thing, Russell Wilson. He struggled a lot of the game, but when they needed him, he was there for them.
Yeah.
But we stopped him from making that back-breaking play.
Right.
You know what I mean? We got that 2-point conversion interception. You know, Lockett. He got them big plays, but we kept him out of the end zone. You know what I mean? So the players are going to make plays. We just got to keep them from making them back-breaking plays. And if they do make a play, we got to limit it to one.
Yeah. And you know, I think that's the case. It's no shame. There's no shame in getting burned by Deshaun Jackson, but you can't keep on getting burned by him. Like they learned that Tyler Lockett burned you that first time on their first drive. Then they learned from it. They didn't let DK Metcalf beat him. And then I think we even underselling old boy from Clemson as well, Hunter Renfrow.
Renfrow's solid, man. He's a baller.
He is solid. I mean,
my guy from Cole Beasley. That's Cole Beasley Jr. You know what I mean?
I think you got a Wes Welker. I think you got a Wes Welker Jr.
Wes Welker, Cole Beasley. You can name them all. You know, he fits that mold and style of a player. And like I said, he gonna get his too. But we just got to keep him from making them back-breaking plays. No, we can't, you know, they're going to be looking for him on third down. You know what I mean? So if they got 5 third downs, we can't give up 3 of them. You know what I mean? We only can let him get one and not let him get. But if he gets them, you know, we got a limit to what he's doing. That's all. I mean, you're not good plays. It's hard to completely shut them down.
Right.
Unless there's just a complete system flaw. And we seen that Monday night with Seattle. There was a system flaw going on with Russell Westbrook and DK Metcalf. We did a good job of covering them and bracketing him, but I'm pretty sure it was times he might have been open that Russell didn't go to him. You know what I mean? So, hey, man, like I said, we got to do us.
Yeah. And that's what you can't dictate. Like, I think over the last 3 games since the bye week, right, that this team has let their play dictate to the opponent. I think in the first, when we were 6-2, I think that our guys were getting dictated to. Yeah. And you can't, like you said, you got to go out there and you're going to go in a hostile environment here out in Vegas. But I think Allegiant Field, they always say that's the only place in Vegas where the house loses. But not recently. In the shit that they've had to endure, Henry Ruggs,
Been a
Hillary
tough
Clinton.
season.
Hillary Clinton as the head. John Gruden as the head coach and the emails and everything. I don't know what like Rich Versace has been doing with these guys, but they haven't missed a beat. They have not missed a beat.
They want that check to keep. Yeah, they want to keep. They're getting paid, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're making that money.
Yeah, they got to pay the gambling debt.
At the end of the day, they're professionals, man. All they gotta do, they go home, lick their wounds, get a couple of drinks, hit the bunny ranch up. It's back to work. You know what I mean?
Bro, where you get Hillary Clinton from? It's an email joke, bro. It's email. They're bad emails. If I had to explain it, it's not that funny then. I'm sorry. I'll take that back then. But anyway, what's up? Vegas ain't bear no good team. Beat no good team. Well, I mean, there's a lot of teams. They beat who's in front of them, right? I learned this from G from the shop the other day that they beat who's in front of them, man. You got to one up on them. But you look at the defensive side of the ball too. And they got Max Crosby over there. Perriman's been pretty good. What they got Abrams still. That boy is a hell of a safety. And I mean, you got what you doing? You Scott Turner. What's the game plan? Man. Same thing.
Same thing, bro. Let them. We gotta dictate to them. You know what I mean? But Scott got to start playing chess.
Right. Not checkers.
You know what I mean? This is where you got to start playing chess because the team see what we doing to be effective. So now don't outthink yourself now.
Right.
But you got to start. He got to start playing chess out there, man. He got to start doing some wrinkles off of these plays. Got to start doing some play actions off of these plays. You know what I mean? Or give us another formation with the same play or whatever. He got to start playing chess out there. That's the adjustment that needs to be made. When you're successful with something, teams see that, and then they devise a game plan to stop that. So you have to forecast what you think they're going to do to try to stop that and be able to adjust to that.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's it. I mean, that's a sign of a good coach, and that's going to bode for him. Like you said, if he's going to be a head coach, he's going to have to learn that. He's going to have to be a master of the chess. And you look at, and we talk about the improvement that this team has made, and I don't remember if you called. Did you call in today, or you couldn't get through?
Oh, show, Trav.
Yeah.
Yeah, I called in on there.
Okay, so I'm gonna go
get
back.
On him.
I know you did. Yeah, Travis. Oh, stop that.
Travis Haney show.
But I thought about it. I think Trav had a great question.
No, I didn't think it was a great question.
I thought it was a great question, just in the grand scheme of things. Who is it who do you go to? Who gets credit for this?
Listen, man. Listen, I didn't think it was a great question because he was trying to push. He was wrong. He's been, we got 6 games left, so you can't be definitive on it. But he was trying to bench Heineke for 4 weeks or whatever.
Yeah,
so
true.
I think in seeing, come on, Heineke had a big part of this 3-game winning streak, and he tried to push it on the coaches.
Yeah,
and like I told him, and I got this from the godfather of Petty, Mr. Tom Lavero. I can't,
Tom.
Tom Lavero. He the godfather of pettiness. You know what I mean? But he has this saying that I love, and it's so true. Ron Rivera and his staff has been the arsonist firemen. They started these fires, and now they putting them out. We can't give them credit for that because a lot of things early on didn't make sense. Starting undercover brother at wide receiver over Cam Sims to start the season didn't make sense.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Throwing the ball 35, 40 times a game with a first-year starting quarterback, who was out of the league for 2 years, and who didn't get number 1 snaps, none of the preseason, none of the training camp, didn't make sense. Playing a 5-2 defense didn't make sense to me. Having Chase Young, and I'm gonna get into that Chase Young Montez Sweat thing too.
Yeah,
what these fans are saying, Chase Young and Montez Sweat, the style that they was playing, I'm gonna get into that. That didn't make sense. John Bostic starting that middle linebacker didn't make sense.
No.
Landon Collins starting that safety in the backfield didn't make sense. So a lot of things that was going on didn't make sense that they chose to do. You know, keeping those Sugarfoots around didn't make sense.
It makes sense. Well,
you know what I mean? So they started all these fires, and now they putting them out. I'm not gonna give them credit for it, man.
Okay.
It's just like your boy, the captain said. This G from the shop said the captain, John Allen. What John Allen say? Man, you don't reward a fish for swimming.
There you go. You're right.
You know what I mean? These coaches should have been coaching.
Yep.
I mean, those are too many things that I named that was working against us. That the coaches made these decisions on. For the love of God, bro. Boston got hurt the next game. They played one linebacker.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
He was just irreplaceable.
Yeah.
They played one damn linebacker. Who does that? Who plays one linebacker for the majority of the game?
Yeah. Well, let me say, first of all, we got to shout out our boy Dump Truck Don. Mister! Hey, I got something to say about Jack Del Rio. And I brought this
Dump Truck.
I brought this point up. And I mean, I could be way off base on it. But I always say, I think people forget that these people go into a job. It's an 8-hour job plus, right? And they got to work with people. They got to mess with people. Jack Del Rio, whether you love him, whether you hate it, this dude on the defensive side of the ball has only one guy that's ever worked with him prior to coming to Washington. To me, that don't really, and I get it's year 2, but to me,
that's what I'm saying. I feel what you're saying, but we in the second year of this defense that came on at the end of the season like gangbusters.
Right.
Like my whole thing was, you know, Ron Rivera, and you heard Jack Del Rio also say this in the preseason and early on, that the players can't rest on their laurels from last season. They got to come out working hard and act like it's all the beginning. But I thought the coaches came out and they rested on the laurels from last season because we didn't do anything fundamental from day one. It was like we was at step 3 before we started step 1 on offense and on defense, especially on defense.
Right.
Man.
Yeah.
They were so intense on trying to get all these defensive tackles on the field, and they went to this 5-2 defense, and I think that really threw this whole defense out of whack.
Yeah, and you know, it's kind of what we've kind of talked about on the side, like with Toothpick and everything. It's a lot of and this is what ultimately it's a lot of politicking that was going on in there.
Yeah.
Like people who got
signed, who got drafted. You know what I mean? The whole Bobby McCain thing.
Yep.
Who did he beat out?
Nobody.
Was there a free safety competition?
Nope.
There wasn't a free safety competition. They signed him, gave him the job.
Who did Ryan Fitzpatrick? Who did Ryan Fitzpatrick beat out?
Who did De'Ami Brown beat out?
Yep.
He didn't beat anybody out. They just signed. They drafted him, stuck him in there because Samuels was hurt. Another thing, Samuels, he should have started the season on PUP list.
Paul Richardson.
He was hurt. He was hurt in May.
Yeah.
He was hurt in May with a growing injury, and y'all try to baby him. Needed surgery. Got mad when somebody suggested surgery. You know what I mean? But he should have started the whole season on PUP list anyway.
Right. I think, and this is kind of like when you come from a small market to a big market, like, and I've said this before on here. New job alert.
Hold on. Who did he talk about? Who did he talk about?
I think he might be talking about. He might be talking about him.
Okay.
You got a new job. You got a new job alert. Go ahead, Don. He's selling hats. Them feathered hats, man. Vegas is gonna be tough. What's up, Hawk? How you doing, Derek? Yeah.
Vegas is gonna be tough. Yeah. It's gonna be a good game. You know what? We gotta take their will.
He who rests on their laurels is the first to lose them. And you right about that. How about Ron claiming he needed linebackers, but only drafted one? That was that was a big
only drafted one. Only didn't sign any. Drafted one and didn't sign any.
And kept 4 on the final roster.
Day,
kept 4 on it. And then one of them bastards almost cost us a game on special teams. Justin Kanasic, Jordan Kanasic, his ass would have been cut once the gun sounded.
That dude did the robot in the middle of the field.
He was dodging. I mean,
my
God, he dodged that ball like Antonio Cromartie was dodging child support. That's how bad it was. He's like, that's girlfriend 11. Oh, damn, child 14.
I've never seen a player do the robot on the middle of the field. He sees
no. I'm like, what the hell is it? Because when I saw it, when we were all here, I said, his ass needs to go. He's got to go. Who the hell is he?
No. And the funniest thing is when they showed the replays, I could tell you he had blue eyes. His eyes was this big when that ball was coming to him. I see the veins in his eyeballs.
He looked like, I don't know if you ever watched The Office before.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You remember when Kevin made the chili, right?
Yeah.
And he dropped the chili. Yeah, that's what he looked like. He just took that double like. So I said he got to go. But anyway, like going back to linebacker. And then I came on here the night I did it live. The night that Fitzpatrick was signed, I said, they are going to try to sell this to us, and this is going to be successful. He's never been successful. It's the same mentality that I had problems. Yes,
for Stafford.
Exactly. That's the same, and that's where I was getting at. Same mentality, not talent, mentality that they don't know how to win in this league. And it's not their fault, pray tell, that they don't know how to, because Detroit
playing with losers.
Over. Yeah, they just habitual line stepping losers. That's exactly what they are.
I said this about Fitzpatrick. I didn't mind him being on the team as a backup because he's shown that's what he is.
Yeah.
They always talk about Heineke's a backup. No, Fitzpatrick was truly a backup because whenever your quarterback got hurt or whenever your quarterback got suspended, he was able to come in and he played for 4 to 5 games, good stretches. And then when he got around that 6th or 7th game, that's when he started to suck again. Because he's not. They kept trying to base him off of saying these past 2 seasons with the Dolphins, he played this and he did that. He never played 16 games.
Right.
I don't think he played over 10 games in 2 years with Dolphins. So where was you basing this off of?
Right.
Because when he was with Tampa Bay, he did the same thing. He started out hot when Jameis was suspended. He started out the first 6 games hot. Then he got benched.
One game that changed it all for him last year. They went to San Francisco and beat a team that everybody thought was really good.
And that Raider game. And the Raider game.
Yeah, and the Raider
game.
The helmet, right? Yeah, like when he came in there at the end.
Oh, what a throw. He got his neck ripped off. Oh, sign him to a $10 million quarterback and make him the starter.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like, come on, man. Like, it just.
He stole my first quarter of the game, he break his hip. Come on, man. Come on, man. What kind of life alert is that, man?
The old man, help, I fall and I can't get up.
Come on, man.
But yeah, I mean, they just tried to and go back to what I said about Ron. He just tries to sell you this. I said, Ron, just shut. That's my biggest problem with Ron. I'm like, you are the smartest football mind in the room.
In his mind.
Yeah, in his mind.
That's the problem.
He should be. When he's in the press conference, I'm talking about in the press conferences and stuff. He should be the smartest football mind in the room.
Yeah.
He thinks he's the smartest mind in the room. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And you can't bullshit people who cover the president and Congress, who have colleagues that cover.
No, you can't bullshit people who watch and been covering this team for us fans, me.
Yeah,
you can't bullshit us, man. We know, we see this, man.
Yes.
We probably seen more Fitzpatrick than you have.
Yeah.
So you can sit here and tell me this crazy. This like, yo, man, don't get me started with this Fitzpatrick thing, man. I had to swallow him being here, but I didn't fucking like it. Excuse me. I didn't like it.
You good?
I didn't like it. When I remember when she used to say on his show he was hearing it, I didn't want it. I didn't like it. I was cringing that if we would sign him, man. I never liked Fitzpatrick. I didn't even like him as like I said, I didn't want him as a backup. I didn't want him nowhere near this team because I knew he was false hope. Hey, what's that commercial? He was macaroni and cheese. That ain't gold. That's macaroni and cheese.
Oh God, man! Shoot that! Oh man, it's like Austin Powers when he hit Basil's mom. He's like, "Well, that was a man." He's like, "That's my mother." Damn it! Well, she's kind of mannish there. But Paulie, we go back to you talked about this defense. You talked about the defensive line. Obviously, out with Sweat's going to be out. Chase is done. Probably won't be back until sometime next season. I personally think that this is a good thing for not only this team, but also those two players. And why I say it is that they can learn how to that they don't have to feel like they have to be. Merrill's been saying this about them. They don't have to be the heroes. They can just go out there and do their effing job. I mean, you got two guys who went out there. Hill, Shaka, our boy Shaka Khan. He went out there and he had a good rush and then he had a good sack.
Hey, I hear you, man.
Yeah,
I hear you, but that's what I was talking about earlier with far as Chase and Sweat go. All right, you said they don't have they was going out there as being the stars and the heroes, but who's putting them in that position?
That's true. That's coaches.
The coaches was putting them in that position, man.
Yep.
You heard me. You heard me on the radio.
I do.
You heard me, man. I've been yelling about that 5-2 defense all the first 5-6 games of the season.
You did it in the first week.
I've been yelling in the first week. I've been yelling about why is Chase Young standing up? His hand needs to be in the dirt. He needs that leverage. He needs that leverage. Is the reason why are they 2-3 feet on the outside shoulder of the offensive tackles. Why is this happening? This is not conducive to winning football, for productive football for these two players, because they are not outside linebackers.
Right.
Chase Young is not T.J. Watt. T.J. Watt he's not a Khalil Mack. He is a defensive end. Those guys are linebackers. They are linebackers. Chase Young might be athletic. Sweat might be athletic, but they are defensive ends. Now, both of them guys are gone. Got James Smith-Williams.
Both hands in the dirt.
And Hill. Both hands in the dirt, lined up over top of the tackle. And that's how Sweat and Chase Young were successful last year. Like I said, they came into this season not starting at step 1, but going right to step 3. You see what I'm saying? I don't have no problem with if you want to stand him up or if you want to do whatever, but let them master step 1 first through the season. Then if you're trying to give a team a wrinkle or something different, and that's different. But they went right to that. They are not linebackers. They are not linebackers, man. They are defensive ends. Did you ever see Dexter Manley standing straight up and going to rush the passer?
No. Nope.
You ever see Ken Harvey do that?
I never saw Kennard Lang do it. I never seen.
Exactly.
Coleman. Marco Coleman.
I watched that Saints game and I always meant to put it on Twitter, but I didn't. It's a play. Chase Young standing up. His first step, his back foot went back. When his back foot went back, the offensive tackle jumped out. And so when Chase Young started moving forward, tackle's already set up, arms extended, waiting on him. And what he do? Rolled him right out. No pressure. Couple plays later, hands in the dirt.
Got a sack.
Chase Young fired off the ball, drove the tackle off, threw him away, went in, sack. The sack was a sack fumble, I believe.
It was a sack fumble.
Sack fumble. And I was saying that's the difference between him standing up like a linebacker, which he's not, and him having his hands in the dirt like a defensive end, which he is. You never seen him standing up at Ohio State.
Nope.
I know I'm talking this point to death, but that was my main thing with these dudes, man.
You're right.
And now they got these two guys who are yeoman players to them, and they're putting them in fundamental sound positions. And now you see
It's
the
a novel
difference.
concept. Yeah, it's a novel concept. Speaking of run, what's up, Steve Money? How you doing, Coach? Said Wendell Smallwood practice squad, I guess, would be elevated if JD doesn't clear concussion protocol. We'll talk about that. We'll hit that in a minute. And Don makes a great point. I thought that Washington had last decade had could have been two of the best pass rushers in the game.
Kerrigan,
and Arakpo.
And Arakpo.
Yeah,
all three of them
real
guys. And what did they do?
They stood
Had
them
in a 2-point stance.
Mm-hmm. Stood them up.
Yeah.
It made no sense.
Made no sense at all.
You could think Ryan Kerrigan.
Arakpo went to Tennessee. Yeah. They put his hand in the dirt, and all of a sudden he's a Pro Bowl player.
Yep.
Perennial Pro Bowl player. Preston Smith with the Green Bay, they put his hands in the dirt. All of a sudden he got a nickname, Smith and Smith, bro. Part of the Smith brothers.
Him and Za'Darius. Yep. Yeah. Didn't Chase get hurt standing up? Did he? I had to go back and look at that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but stand up now.
Yeah, Steve Money, what's up, Coach? Cash money, y'all. But Paulie, we're gonna go, and to quote a man who called Paulie uncoachable, which is very true. And I always say this: Washington went. Oh, here we go. I have to say it like I'm about to kill my whole family. Washington wins if.
Washington wins if.
You get 3.
Look, we didn't talk about the offense, did we?
We talked a little bit about that. Yeah, give me 3 reasons.
Nah, hold on. Let me say this before we go to that. My man was talking about J.D. McKissick. Mm-hmm. And I said this last night on First String Podcast. If J.D. McKissick don't play, I like to see them put Curtis Samuels into that role.
Kind of like what Carolina did.
That's basically his role he did in Carolina. Mm-hmm. Yep. You know, so it'll get him on the field and also get him on the field with the other weapons without having to take them off the field. So yeah, but Washington wins if we score more points than they do.
You done made all these damn good points, and you gonna give me that? I look bald?
Washington wins if. Washington wins if. Win the turnover battle. All right, 1.
Steve.
Stop the run. And get pressure on Derek Carr.
Shout out to your boy Junkyard Dog who came in and said that he's undefeated when he throws. I got rabies. I'm being mannish. And he is undefeated. The Raiders are undefeated when he throws for over 300 yards. So that's key right there. I think when you kind of boil it down as well, you're going to have to force your turnovers, like you said. You got to establish a line of scrimmage. I think that's been key through this win streak is the fact that they have established a line of scrimmage. Run the ball until
on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, on both sides of the ball. Run the ball until you throw up. That's what that is. It's December. I don't care if you're out in Vegas. And I think honestly, and looking at it from an aesthetic standpoint, just because it's Vegas, don't let it's another game and treat it as such. Yeah. Don't get because you can get lost in there. I know they're flying out on Saturday. In the matchup I'm looking forward to seeing is whoever the hell our right tackle is. I think Cosme was playing. Whoever our right tackle is against Max Crosby.
It's gonna be Cornelius Lucas.
Yeah, Cornelius Lucas too.
It's gonna be Lucas, yeah. Boy, he posterized that dude from the Cowboys, bro. Mm-hmm. He almost broke Dak Prescott's leg.
Blessed him again.
Oh my God, bro. That was the pancake of the year. Mm-hmm. I salute that dude on that one, bro. Yep. I salute you for that, bro.
That's
I was
right.
happy.
I think don't let
you know how you nullify him? Go right at him. Mm-hmm. Go right at him. Screens.
Double him.
Screens to his side. No, he want to rush up the field. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Throw them screens to the side.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I like to see us get a little tempo too. I think Scott has done a good job with the tempo, and
Mhm.
it hasn't always been a hurry up type tempo, but it's been getting out of the huddle type tempo. You know what I mean? I think he's done a good job with that also.
But yeah, I think you got to collapse the pocket. You got to collapse the pocket on Carr too, and I think you're gonna get that in blitzing it. I think you got to blitz the A gap in that situation. Just get it so it'll collapse in there. And I think you got John Allen, Deron Payne, and then they mix in Matty I and Tim said I think they'd be all right there. Roger said we win if we punch him in the mouth. Roger just assault is the saltiest man in the world. I love it.
I love
Blitz call.
Roger. That's right,
Roger.
Roger.
Roger
my
old
type
school.
of guy, bro.
Yeah. Roger
He my
old
type
school.
of guy, bro.
He like
it's that time of year to be salty.
That brother eat. I mean, I swear
Ball
to God.
humbug. I'm always salty these 25 days of the year. Ball humbug. Let's get to Sundays.
Paulie, y'all know Paulie eats ice chips and cottage cheese for breakfast. So there, you know he ready to go. He just look, he ain't say nothing because that might be true. All shot. Pancake it, put the booty pics down. Lord Hawk, I ain't mess with you, bro. So what I like to do, wrapping up, we're gonna go through. We do a 6-pack of picks. I know we doing on toothpick channel.
6-pack.
We do a 6-pack. You like to drink? I like beer, so that's why I do a 6-pack.
Oh yeah, what kind of beer you drink, man?
I drink.
What beer you drinking on?
I drink Michelob. Michelob, Bud Light.
From Michelob, Bud Light.
Yeah,
Heineken.
Nah, I ain't drinking no Heineken.
Heineken. Bud Light. You said Bud Light. Heineken.
I thought you talking about Heineken. I ain't messing with no Heineken. I drink a Guinness every now and then. I drink a Guinness every now and then. Blue Moon.
Where you drinking Guinness? When you and your lady having a special night?
No, she don't drink Guinness. She drink Michelob too. So
I didn't say her. I said you. I said, when do you drink Guinness? When you and your lady having a special night?
Depends on.
Oh, you must be too young. That's what right over your head.
Yeah.
Anybody in the comments? Anybody in the comments? Tell them about Guinness, please.
Did you pull a Haney on me, bro?
It's an aphrodisiac, bro. Jesus, man. I gotta break everything down to you. Youngin?
Yeah,
I gotta learn you.
Yeah, you do. Don't let
I gotta learn you. I gotta learn you, bro.
That's what my granddad always said.
I gotta learn you. Hey, listen, man. Guinness Stout and Jodeci works every time.
Okay. All right. Anna, you heard this right.
Yeah,
so get the Guinness out. Let me write this down.
And Jodeci. Guinness Stout.
Guinness
Stout. And Jodeci. And Jodeci.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So anyway, Corey Double Drink, Pabst Blue Ribbon. Yeah, you're right. Pabst, hey man, they're like
PBR.
Yeah, PBR, man. The Blue Ribbon, dog. That's cheap. Shoot, I drink on a budget. I like to drink on a budget. That's what I do. And we like the occasional. We like Rumplemints here too. So, and yeah. See, look at it, the Hennessy. Hey, speaking of Hennessy.
That ain't nothing to look for.
How did you like your graphic?
Oh, I loved it, baby. I seen it.
You see what it's sponsored.
I love you. Hey, you had me with the big You had me with the big half gallon at that too.
And with
the 21. With the 21 on it, baby. I love that. You know what I mean?
I said,
you know what I mean? I even love the music. I even love the musical tribute you gave me.
You welcome. Anytime, bro.
Yo, you a funny dude, man. You know what I mean? Tomorrow you can be back there. I'm gonna say you can kiss my ass, but tonight you're a funny dude.
Yeah, I say if you Paulie on there tomorrow too. So after like there are 2 people on the team 980 that give like free range. Rev T, and then we got Paulie.
Believe.
March with me. You heard it. The people's hype man. You Bammers know who it is. But let's throw down the 6th pick here. I got 3 games.
Let's go.
It's an awful ass schedule here. And it's just straight up and down. Dallas is at New Orleans Thursday night.
I knew you was gonna say that, man. My heart, what is it? What are they, a 6.5 point favorite?
I think so. Here, let's see what according to FanDuel, what they have the line at. It'll load up here. But yeah, I think it was like 6, and Dallas is still a favorite.
Mm-hmm. Listen, New
Uh,
Orleans got problems at quarterback.
it went down
Dallas,
2. It went down
listen,
2 points.
so it's 4.5?
4.5 now, 4 and a hook.
I still take that. I still take Dallas in that. And I still take Dallas in that. In a 4.5, only because that New Orleans got problems at quarterback, and Dallas is a dog backed up into a corner right now.
Yeah.
You know
And
what I mean?
Amari
They
Cooper's
need this
coming
game.
back.
They need this game, and McCarthy's gonna be out. That's always a plus for him.
Yep. Ben McAdoo is gonna get forced into a coaching role, and he's gonna coach from the box because he's been like an advisor to Mike McCarthy. So we'll see it. We'll see that.
Right now they're a dog backed into a corner in
Yep.
this game. So I take Dallas on this game, man.
Yeah, I think
Unfortunately.
something just stinks about this whole situation here. I would take that. I take Dallas. And like I said, that line has went down so much. They want you. I think they want you to take New Orleans there, but I think Dallas will take it out. It's funny enough.
Corey,
go ahead.
Corey, hold on for a minute.
Okay, we're gonna hold on for a minute, y'all. Y'all got any question? What's up? This guy's at man. What you talking about, Jose? Dan Quinn is coaching the cat. He's gonna be he's coming down from the box then. Dallas lost. Washington football wins next game, division lead. Yeah, there we go. Damian, what's up, bro? You said the Saints here. Yeah, nothing facts. Yeah.
All right, my bad, man.
Oh, you good, bro? You good? So yeah, I'll go with you in Dallas on that one too. And the NFC, the entire NFC East is on the road this week. Philadelphia is what's his channel? Paulie needs a channel. It's called the Team 980, but you can follow him on Twitter. Here, I'll give it to you, Jose. You can follow him on Twitter.
My channel is called Fresh Off Slapping a Cat Named Tyson's Ass.
Watch, see, man, you got to you got to go. See, so now we dealt with it.
Hey, I love Tyson, man. I love you, Tyson. I love you, Tyson.
Yeah,
you my guy.
He in the back room. He said F Paulie. So
I'm gonna bring you when I come up there. I'm gonna bring you some soul food, Tyson. Don't worry about it.
There you go.
I'm gonna bring you some Purina soul food. I got
you. So before this, defense was allowed 29 points per game after the bye week. 3 past weeks, 18-point game for the opposing team. I love it, man. I love it. That's the name. Long name channel though. Yeah, it's just at Greed. He's on Twitter, so you gotta follow him on Twitter. And then you can see him.
Greed 34, baby.
And he is the publicity man. He's one of the producers on the First String podcast. Good friends with Scott Jackson. So
I'm also on IG, man. I'm also on IG, Gunnyman757.
You will be entertained. Philadelphia looks to get back on the good ship Lollipop. They go back to New York. They take on the Jets.
Philly. This is a beat back game for Philly. The Jets in the free fall. The Jets is vying for that top 3 pick again this year. So give me Philly. That's easy.
Philly. You know what? I'm taking the Eagles too on that one. I want to see what the line
is. What's the points on that? Yeah, what's the points on that one? I don't even care.
7.
I'm curious.
7.
Yeah, give me Philly, man.
Philadelphia.
That might be a 14-point game right there.
Yeah, so we'll go there. What's up, JH? How you doing, bro? Yeah, you don't have Twitter, just YouTube. He's on the Instagram too, so you can check him out there. New York sucks. Yes, it does, Don. But not as much as Boston, right? Damian says the Eagles as well. The Giants are at Miami, so the Giants looking to bounce back, which they will not have Daniel Jones. Mike Glennon, I think, is getting thrown into the starting role. Plus 4.5 for the Giants there.
Who they playing?
They're playing at Miami.
Oh, give me Miami in the 4 then.
Miami in the 4 and a hook.
They giving the Giants 4 points?
They give 4 and a hook. Yeah.
Hold on. Is Miami -4 or the Giants +4?
Giants are +4. Miami's -4.5.
And Glennon is starting? Give me the Dolphins.
Dolphins, yeah, I'm going Dolphins there too.
Yeah, give me the Dolphins. This might be a beat down too. The Giants are in a mini free fall, man. They got lucky last week.
I thought this line would be a little bit higher. Baltimore at Pittsburgh, 4.5.
That game stinks.
Yeah, it do. It stinks. It does it pass Kevin's smell test, Mr.
Listen,
Uncoachable.
Listen, it stinks so bad. I'm taking Pittsburgh, bro.
He gonna go Pittsburgh. You go Pittsburgh money line?
No.
You just take the 4.
Pittsburgh plus the 4.
You're gonna go with the 4 there with Pittsburgh.
What you taking? You taking money line? I heard you knew how to bet.
I do money line. I do. I kind of think that.
All right, when you going money line, I'm going money line.
Okay, let's get.
I'm gonna roll with you. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with you.
After the way they played against Cleveland, man, I'm like, I don't
know
about Baltimore.
That's why that game stinks, though.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? I mean, I don't see Pittsburgh laying down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't see a Mike Tomlin team just laying down.
Mm-hmm. They'll bet, I think, and it's at Pittsburgh too.
Hold on.
Yeah.
And in saying that, give me them points again.
You gonna get?
I don't see them laying down, but I really don't necessarily see them winning either.
Okay.
So give me them points.
Then. You gonna go plus 4 in the hook? Yeah, I'll ride with you there. I'll go plus 4 in the hook. You talked me off that cliff. Denver. Oh, good God, Denver on Sunday Night Football goes to Kansas City.
Now what's the line on that? Because this is a good game.
9.5.
Who? Kansas City?
Kansas City minus 9.5.
Oh, give me Denver. Denver is the Washington football team of the AFC.
Plus the points, backdoor cover.
They're the Washington football team of the AFC. Give me Denver.
True. Lord have mercy. Here's another one. Monday night.
You want to say?
Yeah.
What's the coach that's on the hot seat in Denver? He's doing a good job, man.
Yeah.
He's doing a good job. Yeah, Fangio, because they haven't quit on him. They're actually getting better.
Shoot. Yeah, I like that's woo. That is Lord. God.
That's too many points, man.
Yeah. New England goes to Buffalo on Monday Night Football. They're 2.5-point dogs. New England is.
Oh, they're 2.5-point dogs?
Mm-hmm. And Paulie, I'm gonna take you.
Where's this game at? Where's this game at?
It's at Buffalo. And I'm gonna take you.
Buffalo put the smackdown on them last time too. Then
Here, I'm gonna take you behind the iron curtain of New England's win streak. I gotta find this because I saw it and I wasn't impressed by the win streak. You know, G from the shop would cuss me out when I say this, but where am I? Here we go. This is who their wins have come against. Pittsburgh with no Brown, no Jones, and no Derrick Henry, with no King Henry.
Yeah, I understand that, but just take me back to the Buffalo and New England. The first game.
The first game,
that was a beatdown on that game, wasn't it?
I don't think they don't play. They haven't played yet. They haven't
played yet.
This is the first time they played.
Oh, give me New England the points, then.
New England, I gotta go. I gotta fade you on that. I'm going Buffalo. I'm going Buffalo to cover. Go Buffalo.
Listen, they whooped their ass last year. Belichick ain't forgot that.
Oh, I know.
Belichick, you know what I mean? If this was the second game, I'd have bought it with the other way. But it's the first game after they whooped their ass twice last year.
This is the team, this is the teams that they've beat on this 6-game win streak. This is what kind of threw it off to me. They beat the Jets in New England 54-13. They survived
Pittsburgh.
No, they ain't played Pittsburgh in there.
Pittsburgh.
They survived the Chargers in LA by 3 points. They blow out the Panthers, who really didn't have anything. 24-6. They beat the Browns, who have their struggles right now too. 45-7. They beat Blinks. They blanked Blinks Falcons 25-0, and then they beat the Patriots. They beat the Titans last week. Something to me just said, I get this is a good winning streak, but I'm looking at the quality. I feel like I'm in college and I'm looking at the quality of opponent.
I know what you're saying, but you gotta look like this. This is a Belichick team,
Oh,
and that team is building confidence.
Yeah.
Not even that, a young quarterback building confidence. He's getting better as the year go on. You know what I mean? So, hey, I don't care what you're saying. Hey, I don't count out Bill. Bill and Brady is almost the same. You know, you can't count when you start counting them out. Is when you shouldn't start counting them out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I'm not counting them out. But I'm just saying, Buffalo at home on Monday night. Yeah, that's what I'm going with, bro.
Buddy. Do your thing.
Yeah, we got to fade. We're gonna. I'll fade you on that one, Paulie, my man. I appreciate this. This is fun. This is
always,
fun,
man. It's always fun with you, bro. You know, it's always fun with you, bro. You know.
Yeah. Hey, but
had a good time with you, man. You know, I thought I was gonna have to reach through this damn monitor and slap you around a couple times, but we good. We good.
I thought I was gonna have to do the same damn thing. I said, Lord, we're gonna need. Look, I almost had to call somebody to be a referee for. I said, damn it, I ain't gonna be able to be a decent host today. Cause I'm gonna be like, damn it, Paulie, why are you doing this? But no, I appreciate this, bro.
No problem, man.
See you Sunday. See you Sunday, right?
Hey, man, we gotta keep it going.
Yeah,
we 3 in a row with that, bro.
We gotta keep it.
We 3 in a row with that. Don't worry, I'm gonna have my blues back on and everything, bro.
There you go, bro.
I done wore the same shit everywhere. This whole 3-game winning streak. It'll be back on.
I'm gonna have that ratty hoodie on too. So
I gotta hear my song and everything. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Yeah,
chicken and chicken.
Hey, we're gonna have a good one. But they can tell where they can find you one more time.
Hey man, Greed34, Twitter, Gunnyman757, IG, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays. First Stream Podcast, Toothpick, G from the Shop, and my man Blink. You know what I mean? So come get at us, follow us, subscribe us, become a first teamer. Keep rocking with my man Corey. If I don't see y'all, don't talk to y'all, hail to the W. We're gonna go to Vegas, kick some ass, and take names.
That's right. As he did with Ashanti, we were going to get mesmerized, and then we'll put it all on me.
Baby.
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 Hey, but y'all, we will see you we'll see you Sunday. Check them out on the First String Podcast on Saturday and Thursday. The Good Doctor will be there, not the one you're thinking of. Will be on Toothpicks podcast there, so check that out. That's going to be very fun.
And for all y'all 980 fans,
yes,
there's a special surprise on First Stream Podcast tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying.
To tune in for this one.
The Good Doctor. Tune in, bro. You better have fun.
Tune in, Honey Key.
There you go. That's it. That's called a tease, y'all. And also, we will have I will have a special interview coming up here pretty soon, working out the logistics. So stay tuned for that. Somebody I've watched
You just had your special interview. What are you talking about?
Even better.
You about to end your special interview.
Something to make it'll just make you say, But anyway, y'all. Hey, appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank you. Everything y'all doing to help this channel grow. We're on our way to 3,000. Tell somebody. So let's get it going on.
Come on now, right now. Let's get it up there, man.
We might have to do another giveaway.
We at Andre 299.
That's right. What time? What time? I think they go on at 7. Y'all go on at 7 or 8 Eastern time.
What time do we go on? 8 Eastern.
8 Eastern time, so it'll be 5 your time, Jose. But yeah, just stay tuned for all that, y'all. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. And we're gonna do a giveaway. And Meryl knows. No fake boys knows. T-Ho knows. We deliver when we do giveaways here. And I write y'all off on my taxes too. That's a good thing too. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, make sure you keep that same damn energy. Slap a damn table every once in a while. We outlast these bastards together. And this time, I say, don't give up until a miracle happens. There's something happening in Washington right now. But for Paulie, Sanchez 405, love, peace, and hell, y'all. Till the next time, we out.
Hell to the W.